Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of the colors. Then remain standing as UW-Stevens Point Senior, choral and general music education major, Andrea Franklin from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, sings our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
I just love that music. It gets me every time. Let's say thank you to Andrea and to Michael Butler and our band one more time. Good job. Good job. Well, good morning. Morning, yes, it is a good morning. I'm Bertie Patterson, and it's my honor to serve as Chancellor of the University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point. And on behalf of the faculty and staff of this great university, welcome to the 2018 Winter Commencement. A big thank you is in order today to all the staff in University Communications and Marketing Department, Facility Services, University Police and Security Services, and so many others. When I walked into the facility this morning, I saw the Director of Facilities, and he's responsible for 35 buildings and about 40 acres, on his hands and knees tending to a problem back there. That's how hands-on our folks can be when work needs to be done. And it takes dozens and dozens of people to plan this event weeks out, even months out. And so it just doesn't happen unless they thank you to them as well. We want to extend to everyone our warmest greetings on this special occasion. There's a reason we call this commencement. It is the day of new beginnings and of promising futures. There are many who helped make this possible, especially the parents and family and friends and other supporters of our graduates. The 600 members of our winter graduating class are here in large measure because you had the commitment and made the associated sacrifices to help them realize their dreams. And graduates, earning a college degree is a major milestone in your life. Very few of you reached this point alone. So you had help along the way from various family members, friends, associates, maybe even strangers, maybe even someone you've never met. But let's take a moment, graduates, to say thank you. Now, hold your applause for a minute. I'll let you know when. And this is going to require a little audience participation here. So I want to begin by asking the parents and the step-parents of our graduates today to please stand. If you're a parent or grandparent of our graduates, please stand. I see Mr. Mayor right down there of Stevens Point. Thank you. His daughter's graduating today. Now, if you are, stay standing if you can. If you're a grandparent or a great-grandparent of our graduates, would you stand as well and join the parents, if you would? And now, the brothers and sisters of our graduates, would you also stand? You guys are catching on real fast. Husbands and wives of our graduates, would you join them, please? And now, the children and grandchildren of our graduates, would you stand? And the aunts and uncles and other relatives and friends of our graduates, would you stand as well? That's not everybody yet. There's one more group. There's one more group, and that's our faculty and staff. I've worked at 4 universities, and I've never known a more dedicated faculty and staff than we've had right here at UW-Stevens Point. They are fantastic, and you're going to see the results of their work this morning. Would you also stand, please? So that should be just about everybody, unless you wandered in off the street. Now, graduates, I want you to look around. I want you to look inside yourself, deep inside yourself, and for a moment, remember those who are no longer with us, who would like to have been here today but can't. These are the shoulders upon which you stand today. So graduates, I want them to hear you at UW-Whitewater. The old-fashioned standing ovation. Graduates, on your feet. Let's hear you. Can't hear you. I can't hear you. Well done. Well done. You may all be seated. Graduates, you can't say thank you often enough. So I want you to do, here's your next assignment. You thought school was over, but it's not. Most of you got those devices out already, whether it's on your wrist or in your hand. If you're one of the unusual ones that had put it away, get it out right now. I want you to send a text. I'll dictate it to you. It says, "Dear Mom, Thank you. I love you. We'll wait. One more thing, graduates. When we conclude today and everybody scatters, you'll eventually find your family. And when you do, they're going to give you a hug, as they always do. But pause just a little longer and whisper in their ear, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Graduates, commencement marks the beginning, a new beginning. You have feelings of sadness as you say goodbye to close friends. I'm sure you have feelings of anxiety as well, not knowing exactly what the future will hold, and also feelings of excitement. This is all very, very normal. Commencement is also a time to take on new responsibilities. It's a time to be paying it forward, a time to mold yourself into a servant leader. It is a time to make a difference. And there will be hundreds of opportunities at animal shelters and at schools, food pantries, nursing homes, or helping clean up our lakes and rivers and highways. A time to support your community and to exercise your responsibilities, be it at the polls or through volunteer work or just making life better for a neighbor. You've gotten a good start during your time at the university through the thousands of hours you have already volunteered. Now, let us celebrate this great occasion together. To introduce the distinguished members of our audience and graduating class, may I present our Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Dr. Greg Summers. Greg.
Thank you, Chancellor Patterson. Good morning, everybody, and good morning, graduates. As part of this occasion, we give special recognition to those students who have truly excelled both in and out of the classroom. Can I ask that Phi Kappa Phi members please stand? Phi Kappa Phi is a national honor society that encourages superior scholarship in all academic disciplines and recognizes those persons of good character who have excelled in scholarship. Congratulations to each one of you. Let's give them a round of applause. You may be seated. Members of another group of outstanding students are recognized as recipients of the Academic Honors Award. The faculty has established a program of academic honors to recognize undergraduate students for outstanding academic achievement. Graduation honors are awarded on the basis of the grade point average for all courses attempted. There are 3 levels of academic honors: cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude. Will those students graduating with an overall grade point average of 3.5 to 3.74 please stand now? These students are graduating cum laude. Congratulations to each one of you. Please be seated. Next, will those students graduating with an overall grade point average of 3.75 to 3.89 please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, these students are graduating magna cum laude. Congratulations. Please be seated. Among this afternoon's graduates, there are 41 students at this ceremony who have earned a grade point average of 3.9 or above, a summa cum laude designation. Will those students please stand at this time? Please join me in congratulating these outstanding students. You may be seated as well. Please welcome once again Chancellor Bernie Patterson.
Thank you, Provost Summers. We are honored today to have as our winter commencement speaker Mike Roman, Chief Executive Officer of the 3M Company. Mike's wife, Karen, daughters, and family are with us today. Would you please stand to be recognized? Throughout Mike's 30-year career at 3M, he has lived and led businesses around the world, including the United States, Europe, and Asia. Mike attended UW-Stevens Point from 1978 to 1980, where he played for the Pointer football team and earned his associate degree. Mike earned his Bachelor of Science degree from the University of Minnesota and his master's degree in electrical engineering from the University of Southern California. UW-Stevens Point's class of 2018, and guests, will you please help me welcome our commencement speaker, Mr. Mike Roman. Mike.
Well, thank you, Chancellor Patterson, for that kind introduction. And I'd like to start by simply saying, way to go, Pointers. Congratulations for all you've accomplished to get here today. Congratulations. Now, I'm thrilled to be part of your celebration, and I'm very honored to speak to you on behalf of the future that awaits you. Now, as the Chancellor showed so appropriately, nobody achieves a milestone this significantly by themselves. And I'd like to also recognize everyone who helped you achieve this milestone: teachers, faculty and staff, and of course, family and friends. I've had the privilege of watching two of my children graduate from college, and I know firsthand the pride and joy that so many in the audience are feeling right now. So congratulations also to your special guests here today. Now, as I prepared for this speech, I sought out advice, I read past commencement speeches, I even researched what social scientists have to say about your generation. My studies encouraged me to use today's speech to share something important that I have learned, something that might help you as you begin your careers. As I talk about my topic, I will offer 5 pieces of advice. Call it encouragement from a fellow Pointer, advice based on 40 years of experience since I last put on that purple and gold jersey. It was easy to decide upon a topic. It's the answer to the question that I'm often answered: what has made the biggest difference in your career? And for a long time, I answered that question with a laundry list of valuable experiences. But then I got to thinking, what is the answer? Literally, what is the single thing that made the biggest difference in my career? And it turns out there is an answer. It's how I approach and manage change, how I've learned to embrace it, how I've learned to take advantage of it and even seek it out. And change, extraordinary change, will be a constant and critical part of the future that you face. This will not come as a surprise. It's easy to see significant change all around us, in our personal devices, our cars, in our homes, in new fields such as genetic engineering, in the way work is changing from greater automation to predictive analytics, in the artificial intelligence that we experience through services such as Netflix and online shopping. Change is not only impacting technology, it is affecting every aspect of our lives and careers: education, healthcare, and the sharing economy. You see it and feel it in social changes, including the progress we've made to create a much more inclusive workplace. You are the first generation of digital natives. Your life experiences are radically changing the way we engage and collaborate together. This affects how we will work in the future and how you will navigate your career. And during your career, the rate at which jobs are obsoleted and new jobs are created will increase dramatically. Every job will change, and by more than just a little. These examples may be obvious to you as you sit here today, but beware. We humans tend to underestimate change. We predict it on a line. We take a point in the past, connect it to where we are in the future, and extrapolate it to a point in the future. In truth, change is often exponential. It often surprises us by being much greater than we ever predicted. That brings me to my first piece of advice. To be successful in your chosen field, you will need to seek out and embrace change. To achieve your full potential, you will need to successfully manage that change. You may at times wish to avoid it, but you'll be much better off if you embrace it. You can't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. It's where true growth occurs. And understand, if you hold back, you will not only fail to advance, you will fall behind. This then begs the question, how can you prepare yourself to best manage and embrace change and take advantage of the opportunities that it will present? The first step is to recognize when and where change is occurring. For my second piece of advice, I offer a few suggestions to help open your mind to better see the changes that are coming. First, remind yourself to be curious. Continue to develop that inquisitive nature that brought you to the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point. Then seek out new ways to indulge your curiosity. Read more books. Even today, with the demands of my job, I manage to read 2 books per month. Books give you a broader and deeper view of a subject. They also give you time to reflect. And these are keys to opening your mind. Use part of your time online to seek out new perspectives. Look at multiple sides of an issue. Stretch your thinking into new areas and experience new cultures. My next piece of advice is related to the advantages you have because you have lived in Stevens Point and attended UWSP. You are better prepared to embrace change than you might think because of the support you received here to try new things, because of the encouragement you received to see beyond Century, see beyond Plover, see beyond Wisconsin, and because of the way you are challenged to win. Support in Stevens Point comes from a commitment to community and volunteerism. I benefited from volunteers throughout my life in Point, in sports, and in school, and in the diverse experiences here at UWSP. Many people gave of their time to enable me to have eye and mind-opening experiences. Encouragement here starts with dedicated and thoughtful teachers and professors, those who go out of their way to help students. Teachers like Jim Oliva. You might know him as the Trivia Oz, but he was also my favorite math teacher in junior high, someone who made a difference in the course of my education. He exposed us to new ideas and pushed us to not accept good enough. He was cool, funny, and tolerant. Those early trivia contests also led to a new appreciation for the details that make up our world. Competing to win is a critical concept in the world of business. One of our most important 3M leadership behaviors is playing to win. Stevens Point and the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point foster this ideal. I learned how to play to win in Little League. We were encouraged to be good sports, but also to win championships. Our Pointer football team had a never-say-die mentality that helped us overcome large deficits and upset the nationally ranked and eventual conference champion Whitewater Warhawks at their homecoming. My memory of the expression on their faces as we walked out of that stadium still makes me smile today. Another great benefit of attending University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point, one to cherish, are the lifelong friendships that you make while you are here. So this is my third piece of advice. Be sure to take time in the coming months and years to reflect on and build upon the power of what you've experienced here. Remember the lessons and values you have learned. Continue to work on the relationships and friendships you've formed here with both classmates and teachers. This will serve you well throughout your life, as it has for me. My fourth piece of advice is about how to react when success is not a straight and smooth road. And there will be potholes, bumps, and barriers along the way. To succeed, you will need to stay focused on doing your best. Perseverance wins out over giving up or even jumping to a new job when the going gets tough. One of my favorite quotations is by George Washington, something he wrote in 1776 in a letter when the British were defeating his army at every turn. He said, "Perseverance is often the cause of good fortune." As a reminder, I keep a picture of his crossing the Delaware to victory on display in my office. His ideal helped me when I was leading a business in another country. I wasn't sure the business was going to succeed. I wasn't sure I was going to win or even keep my job. In the middle of this challenge, I was given an opportunity to take a new job, but perseverance was the right path for me and for my team. And it was also the cause of strong results. Call it good fortune. This brings me to my final piece of advice. While for many aspects of our lives, change will accelerate, some things do not change. Our greatest successes still come from people working together, on teams and as part of a larger community. So my last piece of advice is simple, something you've known your entire life. Follow the golden rule. Treat others as you would like to be treated. Empathy, respect, and inclusion will result. These are core values not just of successful individuals, but also of successful companies and institutions and the leaders that are part of them. Before I go, let me offer one more thought as you prepare to leave this university. The state of the world is better than it looks, online or in the media. When I graduated from university, we were sure that famine, acid rain, the ozone hole, the doomsday clock, and violent crime were going to be our ruin. A partnership between people in corporations, government, and universities drove the changes that have either eliminated these problems or led to multi-decades of improvement. This encourages me and makes me confident that we will address the biggest problems we face today, this time with your leadership. Thank you for the opportunity to talk to you this morning, and let me leave you with this. Let me see that pointer pride. Pump your fists like this up to the sky. Let me see that pointer pride. Pump your fists like this to the sky. Congratulations, pointers, and thank you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Roman. Mike did a great job with the 5 points of advice for the students, the graduates, but also for all of us in this room, in this arena today. Wonderful advice. Please give another warm thank you to Mike Roman. Well, good morning. My name is Al Thompson, and I'm the Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Graduates, I am pleased to introduce your Winter 2018 class speaker, Hannah Champion. A resident of Stevens Point, Hannah is graduating today cum laude with a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in Interior Architecture and a Bachelor of Science degree in Business. Could Hannah's guests, including her parents, Michael Champion and Sue Miller, please stand to be recognized. Thank you so much. You may be seated. Thank you for raising a wonderful, wonderful daughter. Thank you for sharing her with our campus. Hannah served as the president of the Engineering Society, and she is also the member of the International Interior Design Student Association, where she served as treasurer. Hannah was awarded the Dean's Outstanding Student Award in the College of Professional Studies and is a member of Phi Eta Sigma National Honor Society. Her future plans include pursuing job offers that incorporate interior architecture and business degrees. She is looking into the MBA program at UW-Stevens Point and will eventually like to own her own business. At this time, graduates, I would like you to welcome Hannah Champion.
Thank you for that introduction, and thank you everyone for being here today. It is truly an honor to be up on this stage speaking to you. Today we are united to celebrate an achievement, a milestone, a finish line, college graduation. We all began to pursue this path in our own unique way. If you look at me, I fit the mold for a traditional university student. Although my age, my face, and my opportunities reflect those of a traditional student's collegiate status, the rest of my life does not. I brought my daughter, Callie, into this world halfway through my senior year of high school. As I applied for college and announced I would be attending UW-Stevens Point in the fall of that year, 2014, I knew directly and indirectly that people were anticipating I would fail, and I even began to doubt myself. From my first day on this campus, any doubt in myself was gone. I knew one day I would shock some people with academic success. Clearly, the doubters didn't truly know what I was capable of or what this university would help me achieve. I do not wish to emphasize the fact that we are merely here able to graduate despite life's implications, which for me was being a teen parent. For you, it might be that you're a first-generation college student, you're a service member of this country, you had family struggles, you are an international student pursuing a degree far away from home, or a different situation in life, but I would like to emphasize how we got to this exciting day. This university is truly amazing. It is hard to put into words what my college experience has meant to me. UWSP provided support throughout my entire time here. Beginning as a freshman, every peer, professor, advisor, scholarship donor, and other faculty and university affiliates remained positive about my situation. I am thankful for every person associated with UWSP. Your impact is more significant than you probably know. Who made an impact for you? A professor, a teammate, a student organization? For me, my two academic advisors, Ricardo Boeing and Aaron Kadosh, stand out as primary positive influences, along with my all-time favorite professor, Wendy Redeker, and the College of Professional Studies Dean, Marty Loy, who is very active and involved within the college and on campus. The level of support this university has had for us is truly unconditional and lays the foundation for personal and academic growth. UWSP also fosters an immense level of opportunities for all of us. The countless events for involvement and career preparation really show that this university cares about the next steps in our lives and future well-being despite the many divergent routes we will take. It is bittersweet graduating because of how much I loved my time here. I really don't want it to end. However, knowing what opportunities are out there for all of us makes it an easier transition. UWSP also made my graduation possible by something I can simply state: happiness. I couldn't be happier with my experience here start to finish. We are all so lucky and can be so proud to be Pointers. Throughout my time, there were just as many challenges as triumphs, as I'm sure is true for many, if not all of us. But with a community like UWSP, we continually grew and progressed as students. And for me, I also grew as a mom. Balancing college, work, parenting, and my personal life wasn't always easy, but it has proved to be truly rewarding. I want to thank my fiance, who is Callie's father, and my parents, especially my mother, for the sacrifices you've also made for me to be here today. Less than 2% of females who become moms as teenagers graduate any type of college by age 30. Thanks to this university, I am now part of this group of women at just age 22 with a Bachelor of Science in Business and a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Interior Architecture. With the chance and belief that UWSP gave me, I was able to show my daughter that anything is possible, and I'm so deeply appreciative and thankful for that. I desire to one day be a part of something that has as strong of a positive impact on people as this university has had on me. Congratulations to my fellow graduates, and thank you, UWSP, for the best years of my life and the opportunity for all of us to now pursue our dreams. I hope we all never forget this great sense of accomplishment that we currently feel as official graduates of UW-Stevens Point. Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah, for your message to our graduates today. Commencement is a ceremony filled with traditions, from the flowing academic regalia to the hardcovers of your diplomas. Today, we mark this occasion with traditions steeped in symbolism. Graduates, I'm sure you will recall that warm, late summer morning in 2014, just before your first day of classes at UW-Stevens Point. The class of 2018 gathered for fall convocation. You were not sure what to expect as more than 1,500 of you walked into this arena to celebrate the start of the academic year and committing to each other our dedication to our community of learning. As you left that morning, you touched the dome of the cupola. Today, you will do the same. This time, as a graduate of the University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point. What might this cupola look like 100 years from now? Scratched and dented, I'm sure, darkened by the thousands of hands that will have touched it. None of us will be here to see that, but I know in my heart that we are building a tradition and a university for the future. It is now my pleasure to introduce UW-Stevens Point alumni, Fran and Bobby Roman. This wonderful couple are the parents of today's commencement speaker, Mike Roman. Mike, thank you again for that very inspiring message to our graduates and to all of us. We're happy that members of this family could be here together today for this celebration. Both Fran and Bobby have a strong connection to UW-Stevens Point and the community. Fran has been the financial advisor for over 50 years with AXA Advisors in Stevens Point. And prior to this, Fran was an educator and coach for 10 years and taught in several school districts, including Stevens Point. He earned his Bachelor of Science degree in history at UW-Stevens Point in 1958. He was inducted into the UW-Stevens Point Athletic Hall of Fame in 1986 for both baseball and football. Bobby was employed as a volunteer coordinator for hospice of Portage County for many years and enjoys giving back to the community as a volunteer in several areas. She earned her Bachelor of Science degree in communications from UW-Stevens Point in 1989. It seems fitting that this couple, who have committed themselves to our university, join us to seal our commitment to UW-Stevens Point. It is now my pleasure to introduce UW-Stevens Point alumni, Fran and Bobby Roman.
Thank you, Chandler Patterson. It's our honor to lead Stevens Point Alumni Pinny Ceremony this morning. Graduates, when you processed into the ceremony site today, you were each given a UW-Stevens Point lapel pin attached to your name card. Now is a good time to take out that pin. Graduates, please turn to the person next to you. You may have had classes together, or you may be the first time you've met each other. You are already connected as a Pointer alumni. At this time, we ask you to secure that connection by attaching your pin to your neighbor's gown. Bobby, please exchange pins with me at this time. A young bride.
You better get one out from me, too. Squeeze it. Spin it. That's good.
Good. Doesn't go through there. That's good enough.
Yeah, you don't even have to put that on. I didn't put it on yours.
Fumbled a lot when I played football.
I ask that you always wear this pin with pride. Cherish the memories of the time you spent at this university. When you step into your new lives and as you meet other UW-Stevens Point alumni, make sure you pause and connect as fellow Pointers. If you see a Pointer not wearing a pin, give them yours. You can then email or call Alumni Affairs and they will send you a new pin to replace the one you shared. Congratulations, class of 2018. We are counting on you to share the Pointer spirit, continue the Pointer legacy, and carry on the Pointer tradition. And congratulations on joining us as Pointer alumni.
Thank you very much, Fran and Bobby, for leading the university's pinning ceremony with the class of 2018. Well, I'm happy to announce that we are now ready to confer the degrees. Will the candidates for the master's degree please rise? Chancellor Patterson, on behalf of the graduate faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point, it is my privilege to present the December 2018 candidates for the master's degree. The graduate faculty and I recommend that, contingent upon the completion of all degree requirements, each candidate be conferred with the master's degree and, in testimony thereto, be given the diploma of this university.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, and upon the recommendation of the graduate faculty of the university, I confer upon you the master's degree with all the honors and privileges that pertain thereto. Congratulations.
Those faculty representing who will be participating in the hooding ceremony, please meet your candidate at the bottom of the stairs. Candidates, please remain standing. Marshals, please escort the master's degree candidates forward.
College of Natural Resources, Master of Science in Natural Resources. Hooded by Dr. Justin Vandehay, Caden Estep. Hooded by Dr. Becca Franzen. Carol Labazetta. Hooded by Dr. Joshua Robbie, Nicholas Porter. Hooded by Dr. Laura Anderson McIntyre, Roslyn Powell. College of Professional Studies, Master of Science in Education General, hooded by Dr. Christy Roth, Holly Fritz. Amy Hagel. Erin Marnaka. Ryan Marnaka. Renee Matashewski. Rachel Ziegler. Master of Science in Elementary Education, Jillian Anderson. Rachel Gottlieb. Master of Science in Sustainable and Resilient Food Systems, hooded by Dr. Annie Wetter, Megan Munyon. College of Fine Arts and Communication, Master of Arts in Communication, hooded by Dr. Timothy Halkowski, Yekaterina Martinova. Master's degree candidates, Master of Science in Teaching English, hooded by Dr. Becca Franzen, Kathleen Close.
Good morning, graduates and guests. I am Eric Yankee, Interim Dean of the College of Letters and Science. Will all candidates for degrees in the College of Letters and Science please stand? Chancellor Patterson, these students are candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, or associate degrees in the College of Letters and Science. Contingent upon successful completion of the requirements, I recommend they receive the diploma of this university and the appropriate degree be conferred upon each of them. Candidates, you may be seated.
Good morning. I'm Christine Thomas, Dean of the College of Natural Resources. Will the candidates for the degrees in the College of Natural Resources please stand? Chancellor Patterson, these students are candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in the College of Natural Resources. Contingent upon successful completion of the requirements, I recommend they receive the diploma of this university and that the appropriate degree be conferred upon each of them. Candidates, you may be seated.
Hello, I'm Marty Lloyd, Dean of the College of Professional Studies. Will the candidates for degrees in the College of Professional Studies please stand? Chancellor Patterson, these students are candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science nursing degrees in the College of Professional Studies. Contingent upon completion of the requirements, I recommend they receive the diploma of this university and that the appropriate degree be conferred upon each of them. Candidates, please be seated.
I am Valerie Sisler, Dean of the College of Fine Arts and Communication. Will the candidates for degrees in the College of Fine Arts and Communication please stand? Chancellor Patterson, these students are candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, the Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, and Bachelor of Science degree in the College of Fine Arts and Communication. Contingent upon successful completion of the requirements, I recommend they receive the diploma of this university and that the appropriate degree be conferred upon each of them. Now, will all baccalaureate and associate degree candidates from all colleges please stand for conferral?
That's all of you.
All of you.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, and upon the recommendation of the faculty of this university, I confer upon you the baccalaureate or associate degree with all the honors and privileges that pertain thereto. Congratulations. You may be seated. UW-Stevens Point takes great pride in its officer training program. It is now my pleasure to recognize 2 ROTC officers who will be commissioned as second lieutenants in the United States Army today. UW-Stevens Point ROTC is the host school for the Northwoods Battalion, which includes detachments at UW Stout, UW Eau Claire, and UW River Falls. Each year, the Northwoods Battalion trains approximately 200 cadets at all academic levels and produces an average of 22 lieutenants every year. For the second time in 3 years, the Northwoods Battalion was awarded the overall top program in the 3rd Army ROTC Brigade. That's an 8-state region. They competed against 42 other programs for this honor. The battalion is also recognized as being in the top 10% of all ROTC programs nationally. Today, we give special recognition to the students who have excelled both in and out of the classroom. At this time, I would like to ask members of our graduating class who are veterans, active duty, or reserve personnel to please stand. These graduates are wearing red and white and blue cords to signify their service to our country. I'd also like to ask, yes, we're going to applaud for sure. I'd also like to ask members of the audience who are veterans or who are currently serving in our armed forces to stand with these graduates so that we can recognize your service to our country as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You may be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce Colonel John Oakley, who will be administering the oath of office today. Colonel Oakley enlisted in the U.S. Army in 1983 and has served in various command and staff positions, including company commander, operations officer, executive officer, battalion commander, and now brigade commander. He was deployed twice in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. Colonel Oakley earned his Bachelor of Science degree from the University of Minnesota. He also holds a master's degree in military arts and science and strategic studies and a master's degree in national security strategy from the National War College. Please help me welcome Colonel Oakley and our ROTC officers.
Second Lieutenant Alexa Noel England. Second Lieutenant Ioannis Skapanikis. Skapinakis.
Please raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your full name. Being appointed an officer in the Army of the United States. To the grade of second lieutenant. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations.
At this time, we will continue to bring the bachelor degree candidates forward. Marshals, please escort candidates by row.
Bachelor's degree candidates, College of Letters and Science, Bachelor of Arts, Samuel Abley. Cheyenne Antel. Jacob Balkowski. Kyle Barretta. Peyton May Byer. Veronica Calderon. Ivy Jade Engwall. Rachel Lynn France. Caroline Gilchrist. Heidi Gray. Rebecca Hawes. Isabella Herr. Reed Jolin. Kate Kistner. Jeff Lasowski. Ryan Lose. Sierra Marie Matthew. Brandy Musland. Andrew Plowman. Leah Trempe. Ashley Watzig. Taylor Wilcox. Lucas Zeiker. Bachelor of Science, Kwame Adam. Michael Addis. Kirsten Aaron. Jordan Aschenberg. Johan Alves. Christopher Bartz. Todd Bauer. Ashley Bellendorf. Megan Barris. Garrick Birdsong. Raymond Blossfield. Randy Bortz. Umurpreet Burar. Ella Breuer. Megan Burns. Isabella Culkins. Kayla Cavey. Pao Chang. Alyssa K. Condon. Mary Connolly. Nellie Delane. John Coletta. Brandon Donaldson. Reginald Duncan. Jack Engelhart. Michael Evans. Brianna Everly. Joseph Ewing. Taylor Foyt. Matt Feeney. Michael Fitz. Fiona Jergusi. Shane Gettle. Kayla Grimes. Hannah Hathorn. Lauren Hewitt. Justin Hokinson. Andrew Holsley. Margaret Hoover. Megan Jacobson. Jeremy Jacobs. Justin Jepson. Elizabeth Jers. Tyler Kempf. Mallory Kendall. Cheyenne Kilby. Caitlin Kilgore. Samantha Kirschbaum. Kyle Kittleson. Jacob Clem. Jared Klock. Candace Kaler. Tracy Kajikuski. Libby Kramer. Dusty Croning. Stephen J. Landreth. Stephanie Lesperance. Brianna Leby. Kalia Lore. Justice Lawrence. Rachel Lozinski. Matthew Lipke. Katie Mock. Mirab Maria Mahmoud. Nicholas Manning. Thomas McElherron. Tierney McMullen. Dr. Ken Menningen will be presenting the diploma to his son, Alex Menningen. Samantha Mazzaros. Major Sean Paul Munyon. Rebecca Norton. Andrew Michael Nugent. Melissa Ulrich. Christina Oliver. Amanda Paterka. Audrey Pruitt. Corey Pucker. Noah W. Pulsifer. Elena Quijano. Antonio Quiles Jimenez. Casey Rader. Brent Ryerson. Connie Richard. Sarah Ridings. Cole Ringer. Jarrett Robinson. Danielle Schmidt. Anna Schreiber. Jamie Schubring. Noah Schutpeltz. Riley Schultz. Jordan Skutkowski. Laura Simonson. Riley Kate Simpson. Bianca Skortz. Michael Snesko. Janelle Stone. Theodore Strubing. Jace Stibbs. Kevin Thyssen. Jeannie Thibodeau. Malik Thompson. Shane Torrey. Jack Tricker King. Julia Valenzuela. Kyle Vandenbosch. Caitlin Wall. Kyle Wallace. James Watry. Michael T. Weister. Zachariah Wheeler. Megan Wiechek. Anna Whipperforth. Nancy Zhang. Derek Zahn. Cody Zimmerman. College of Natural Resources, Bachelor of Science, Corey Badeau. Anna Barch. Jasmine Bevers. Kenneth Bilski. Ian M. Bierke. Ryan Brandel. Allison Burr. Dustin Brooktrout. Nicholas Brown. Ryan Clemo. Alex Coombs. Boyd Delabrew. Garrett Downing. Caitlin Doom. Casey Ellerson. Michael Engel. Adam Enstad. Aaron Erdman. Jordan Farrell. Trevor Gates. Pat Gothier. Cassidy Hamilton. Kelly Harkins. Ethan Heineke. Maxwell Hines. Austin Hellbach. Justin Herr. Emily Herder. Anna Hogan. Shauna Holmes. Lauren Holtz. Michael Hooper. Nicole Horn. George Jensen. Josh Jonnet. Destiny Kammer. Matthew Kiefer. Sarah Kiefer. Cole Kirkman. Aaron Cohn. Eric Lane. Christine Larson. Ty Lee. Christopher Lighty. Dylan Lindsley. Fengyan Liu. John Lohr. Sue McKenzie. Adam Mead. Marcady Mealy. Matt Myers. Joseph Molay. Mary Claire Nicholson. Brandon Oberleitner. Jesse Olberg. Michael Padroot. Asa Plonsky. Jonathan Prahl. Lauren Radke. Daniel Rotundi. Andrew Reineman. Brandon Retzloff. Brandon Rushfort. Anthony Rotier. Connor Roof. Andrew Shachek. Benjamin Schleppenbach. Hannah Schley. Ryan Schmid. Emma Schmidt. Isabel Schwabe. Elijah Schwanek. Aaron Seitz. Jacob Sherba. Mitchell Slusser. Austin Soccer. Shelley Stein. Tommy Stick III. Addison Swenson. Emily Weiler. Lindsay Weiss. Andrew Whitman. Yua Kua Zhang. Eric Zeno. College of Professional Studies. Bachelor of Arts, Dylan Zaleski. Bachelor of Fine Arts, Angela Breinig. Hannah Champion. Chantel Doxson. Carolyn Rose Haneke. Dakota John. Abby Elizabeth Johnson. Emma Johnson. Alyssa Kale. Lauren Kaltz. Kendra Jacqueline Stephanie Kudla. Emily Steinhorst. Markley Trevor. Bachelor of Science, Tanner Akers. Paige Allen. Taylor Ball. Lindsay Bartnick. Cole Barwick. Tanner Beeman. Joel Biardish. Andrew Borl. James Bresky. Grace Beekler. Bethany Benning. Scott Bueller. Tevin Berner. Mackenzie Burrows. Amanda Butala. Katrina Butts. Danielle Cicchini. Samantha Jo Chekai. Nick Clark. Anna Marie Coliani. Kale Cuddy. Jacob Chaika. Zach D'Amico. Wendy Anne-Marie Darrow. Danielle J. Dawson. Austin Deppner. Evan Dupree. Carly Dietrich. Connor Doherty. April Eisenchink. Jacob Engel. Cole Erickson. Danielle Evans. Cambria Fitzgerald. Allison Fontana. Hannah Formella. Austin Gellings. Tanner Goddard. Jade Grable. David Granatelli. Brooklyn Hackbarth. Caitlin Handel. Connor Handrick. Reba Marie Hauser. Caitlin Hine. Allie Henke. Kazua Herr. Caitlin Hessenthaler.
That's a T, not an L.
Walker Martin Hickey IV. Kaylee Heck. Lori Hoffman. Kara Hoyer. Jessica Holzman. Daniel Hughes. Desiree Jacoby. Jennifer Jansen. Courtney Johnson. Ashley Jones. Alanri Uesta. Benjamin D. Jovanovich. Ariel Kapp. Aaron Kelly. Musa Kona. Seth Krales. Mara Krieger. Rebecca Lammermeyer. Addie Larson. Lindsay Lechner. Blake Lehman. Jessica Lehman. Samantha Lemons. Aaron Lewis. Carly Lindstrom. Michael March. Caitlin Martin. Tyler Mariansky. Madison Mathai. Andre Matty. Kelly Drew Matrish. Delaney McCreary. Caitlin McKecken. Elizabeth Rose Mealing. Zachary Minnesel. Craig Maloney. Elizabeth Morrison. Elizabeth Nelson. Woodrow Nelson. Eric Newland. Kayla Nimmer. Brenna Marie Olson. Holly Olson. Jamie Pappendorf. Faith Parker. Kendra Pietenpole. Ashley Plish. Ashley Portson. Natalie Rock. Dana Rasmussen. Lindsay Reach. Gabrielle Rickard. Garrett Ricetto. Hannah Richter. Kyle Roberts. Zachary Robbins. Jontrell Robinson. Kelly Rodriguez. Emily Rosine. Cassidy Ryan. Danica Sali. Catherine Sanderfoot. Caitlin Schaefer. Sabrina Shallock. Alyssa Schilker. Alex Schneider. Tyler Schultz. Adriana Schwartz. Daniel Skazafev. Keely Shable. Bailey Seibert. Melanie Smith. Nicolette Smith. Lauren Sowinski. Aaron James Swanson. Lane Tesmer. Ashley Toutant Stobie. James Allman. Brandon Eulig. Aisha Omar. Pei Ying Wong. Emily Wazak. Dakota Weeks. Gabriel Wigand. Karina Welch. Carolyn Welker. Blake White. Elizabeth Willikuski. Carl Williams. Cassidy Dawn Winter Prochnow. Fonda Whitmer. Kyle Woyak. Brittany Zander. Christine Zarens. Brett Danovec. Alyssa Zay. Amanda Zenel. Katie Zemer. Carrie Zinda. Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Natalie Connor. Jean Ostrowski. College of Fine Arts and Communication, Bachelor of Arts, Brett Allred. Madison Andropoulos. Rachel Aubrey. Erin Bagata. Andrew Friend. Jenna Misquick. Paige Roy. Abigail Vong. Allison Joyce Walker. Hannah Widmeyer. Madison Lee Wiesa. Bachelor of Music, Andrea Franklin. Shelby Lutz. Brenna Ormont. Jacob Opperman. Sam Puffer. Casey Urbanek. David Blashka. Samantha Brown. Jade Davison. Kyle Galloway. Hannah Hempfner. Paige Ann Kramer. Nicole Pfeiffer. David Rasmussen. Connor Schultz. Eric Schwan. Trevor Thomas. Madeline Walsh. Ashley Weidman. Jenna Wunderlich. Ben Zatuni. Associate degree candidates, College of Letters and Science, Associates of Arts and Science, Leslie Lucas.
I have to tell you that the young man with the jumping rope was a health professions major, but I was relieved when he said he didn't do doubles. And sometimes we have cartwheels and other things. I suppose, Dean, we didn't have any dance majors graduating today. Must not have. Well, graduates, you may now move your tassel to the left side of your mortarboard to indicate your graduation. Graduates, we hope that you will always consider UW-Stevens Point to be your home and a place to come back and visit often. We wish each of you continuing success and happiness. And to our guests, we thank you for helping us celebrate our graduates today. Congratulations and best wishes to you all. To conclude, it is the tradition at UW-Stevens Point for the Chancellor to give a charge to the graduates at the end of the commencement ceremony. So I will do just that. Graduates, what would you expect to hear? Perhaps some of the things I considered saying, like be a leader, make good use of your education, make the world a better place. Well, these are all good thoughts and certainly things we want you to do. They're being expressed at commencement ceremonies across this country. UW-Stevens Point is no ordinary university, and your experience here has been anything but ordinary. So I'll say to you simply this: reach out to those who are alone. Speak up for those who have no voice. Stand up for those who cannot stand. One final thought. The day will come, it will surely come, when you are confronted with an ethical dilemma. There'll be no one to show you the way. There'll be no instruction manual. There'll be no one to lean on, no one to ask. There'll be no one to text, no one to call, and no one to reach out to on Facebook. You will feel more alone than perhaps you ever have in your entire life. It is at that precise moment when it is up to you and you alone what you will have to lean on, to call upon, is your foundation in life. That is your pointer education, and if you are a person of faith, your faith in God. Now go and be servant leaders. Godspeed. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Before we leave today, we ask that you stand and join graduate Andrea Franklin in singing our alma mater, The Purple and the Gold. She will be joined by the UW-Stevens Point Band. This song was written by former music professor James Arrowwood. Words are printed on the last page in the commencement program. Thank you, Andrea. The audience may be seated. Marshals, please release our faculty and staff by row after the platform party has recessed. Graduates, you will not recess out of the Multi-Activity Center. The ceremony site will be open until 1:30 p.m. for family and friends to take pictures. For safety purposes, we ask the audience to please exit all north, south, and east doors within the Multi-Activity Center. Congratulations, class of 2018. It is a great day to be a pointer.